Hello, Dragon Brawlers! Welcome to Players Guild. My name is Loki, and I'm joined by our amazing, powerful, and the strongest Kaioken form, Scott.
Sure, let's go with that. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, today we're talking about Gohan. Uh, it's been a wild ride for Green, to say the least, the past few sets. And of course, even this set, if you watch our Cell video, go and watch our Cell video. But before we get into it, guys, Players Guild are affiliated with VoltX. It means the world to us and helps the channel when you go into the description box, click on those links, and save yourself some money using Closed Players Guild, where you can buy deck boxes, accessories, and all that kind of good stuff. You're a card game player, you're going to need them at some point, so save yourself a bit of money, help the channel, and yeah, let's just get into it. Gohan, Cell Saga. This is peak Gohan, in my opinion. Let's
A
talk
childhood
about
Gohan, isn't it?
this is it. This is like seminal, formative years of Scott Gohan, and let's see if Bandai have done him justice.
When this card is placed in your leader area, activate up to one hyperbolic time chamber from your deck. So it's a field deck.
Nice.
It's always fun.
Is this like the first time we've got hyperbolic time chamber as well?
I think so, yes. Because those are only cards depicting it, but we've never had it as a field.
We've had them in the suits, I know that, but I feel like just like this much be like, yeah, this is actually the time chamber. Like, yeah, that's cool. Carry on, sorry.
When this card attacks, look at the up to 5 cards from the top of your deck and add 1 green Saiyan to your hand and shuffle your deck. It's amazing because it does. Yeah, just green Saiyan. Doesn't need to be mono, doesn't have cost restriction, doesn't need to be Saiyan only. It doesn't have any restrictions besides the fact attack and find a piece.
Yeah, this is a solid, like, base leader. Like, just on the front side anyway. Well, we'll see what happens.
What's the green super combo from set 11?
Great Saiyaman, so yes, it will find it.
Yes. Great Saiyaman is a Saiyan. So it can find you a...
It's actually Gohan, believe it or not.
Yeah, it can actually find you a super combo, which is amazing.
Yes.
Because it can find either that or Paragus.
So what awakened skill do we have on offer? We have when your life is 4 or less, or if you have a Super Saiyan Son Goku showing the results of training in play, draw 1 card, switch up to one of your energies to active mode, and go down to 6 life. Yeah, that's fine. Generic 4 is fine. Also, something on archetype to awaken early.
I dislike the specific card names.
Yeah.
Specific card names in your alternative awaken. Because unless this card is in a Z deck, you don't control it.
Yeah, right, because it's random if you see it. Like, I can completely understand where you're coming from with that.
And it doesn't have any self-awaken on its own, on the front either.
Built-in self-awaken, no, it doesn't. But let's talk about the awaken side, because the results of fatherly training are in, and we have Super Saiyan Gohan in that classic outfit, doing a quite cool pose. I actually kind of like this art. It feels very Legends artwork to me, which I always like to see. 15k base, which I don't know why I'm specifying that. It's just because of after Cell.
Yes.
Like, do you know, I got PTSD of Cell now.
Yes.
Auto, once per turn, place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. When you use a combo, when you use a card in a combo, draw 2 cards. This is awesome.
So in a way, yes, a lot of people are saying, yes, this is awesome, this is amazing. But majority of the time, it's going to end up cycling you 2 cards. Because you use a card in a combo, and then you bottom a card from your hand. So you use 2 cards to draw 2 cards. It's not card advantage.
No, but it's not though. Like, because a lot of cards nowadays let you combo from the drop.
Yes, if you can combo from the drop, that is absolutely amazing. One thing I will say about that skill is I like that it's on any card's battle. Because it's not on the attack, it's on any card's battle.
Yeah, so like, and even your opponent's turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
just once per turn.
Like, even if you're cycling out, like even if it is the 2 for 2, that's still amazing. Because you can replace bad cards with good cards.
Hopefully, that's a hope. You're still playing green,
I mean, if
though.
you've got bad cards in your hand, then like the last place you want them is your hand.
I mean, you're still playing green.
Well, we'll get into that. There is some very
Yes,
nice
there
green
is
cards.
good cards actually for this deck.
Yeah, no. This has faith restored a lot of people. Auto once per turn, when one of your mono green Sun Gohan
Battle cards.
childhood battle cards attacks, use up to one mono green card with 5k combo power from your drop in a combo with its skills negated. So I like how it specifies it's mono green, but it's not looking at the combo cost. It's looking at the combo
Yeah.
power, because there is some funky stuff.
But it
Where like
negates the skills as well. So
I think there's a Goku with 2 cost 5k power, which you
yes.
can actually then use with this.
Yes.
It does negate the skills, but I'm just saying, like, in
Yeah.
those instances,
I
it's
mean,
still
there is a
versatile.
song gotten from set 1, right? Family of Justice, I think. That was removing the 3 drops.
Possibly, yeah.
When
I
you
think
combo
so.
with it, it was 1 cost 5k.
Yeah, possibly. I think so.
It's a decent
Yeah,
skill. Problem I have is it only procs on the battle cards, so you need to play some amount of battle cards. But, and there's a very big but, the crit self-awakener 1-drop is a Gohan childhood.
yeah,
And I
yes.
think that is huge for this deck.
Yeah, the one from set 4,
Yes.
Newfound Power Sun Gohan.
20k critical.
Yeah, especially in this format where this deck actually kind of wants to be losing life. We'll talk about that more
Yeah.
when we get to the time chamber. But yeah, I agree with you. I think this would have been nice if this auto was on Sun Gohan childhood cards.
Yeah.
But I'll take what I can get right now. It seems like it's very focused on you using your battle area, which, you know, I can't hate that. I like it when they kind of mix things up. And again, going back to another thing, we saw it with Cell, even though Cell was questionable. I really like how Bandai is still finding design space within the toolset they've got. Because there's always, like, I was thinking about this the other day, and that's a topic for maybe another video, but like, there's like a lot of mechanics we haven't actually got in Dragon Ball, but with what we've got, they're still finding new things, and we're 22 sets in almost, you know.
Yes.
Like,
One thing I will say, I would like them to start building on the old mechanics that they had and they stopped building on. One of the things I absolutely loved was combo with Return of Overlord and Servant.
yeah, fingers crossed we get some more of that stuff. I mean, we've still not got Ape Cumber and stuff, so there's definitely scope, and like I can see it, like the Dark Empire stuff with Mechi kind of went Overlordy, so I can also see Fu being an Overlord type deck whenever we get the Fu deck. But let's talk about the Z leader, right? Like this is the icing on the cake. This is the bad boy. This is the
one
I've
that
now
makes
gone
the
super.
deck really interesting.
This is the I'm Super Saiyan 2 now, Cell.
Yeah.
You are going to get wrecked moment. Free Z energy, Z awaken for 2 green on a 3 or less green childhood Sun Gohan child. That's very costly, and you will never be playing that. At least if you're playing a deck on theme. So it's double strike, 20k, which is fine. That's good. We've seen that with Sin. I mean, this is probably overcosted because of Sin Shenron. When your mono green Sun Gohan when your mono green Sun Gohan childhood attacks, so this is any, I believe.
Yes, that is going to work with a leader as well.
Yes.
This is the huge upgrade of this. Sadly, doesn't keep that auto.
No. You may use up to 1 mono green Goku with 10k power or less from your drop in a combo with its skills negated. So this still works with the 5ks, but this also now gives you access to things like Spirit Bomb and KO Ken, and I really like that. Like, there's a lot of interesting text that can now go into this deck. It's very spicy.
I'm curious. Why is this auto not once per turn, but it says if you do negate the skill for the turn?
There might be a way to restand it in the future.
Oh no, I know why. I know why. This is smart.
Uh-huh.
Because once per turn would trigger on the first attack.
Oh, so it's basically making it optional for when you want to do it.
Yes.
No, makes sense. Okay, that's actually cool. See? Bandai can actually design cards well sometimes. And it's a green card designed well, so that thumbs up. And then activate main, pitch 1 to draw 2 is just good.
It needs to be a green card, which is a bit of a... You can
mean,
drop a Rebrand, I guess.
There's so many cards you'll be hitting on this. Like, even your Gokus, just to put them in the drop. Like,
Gives you an option to actually run some decent tech choices that you don't need in the given matchup. You just discard them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So overall, like a nice leader package there. Pretty generic. Like it's the scope to run some off-theme cards in this, which we'll talk about maybe at the end or maybe in a different video. I like it. I think it's quite an interesting leader.
I think it's quite fun. I think being at the 20k is really useful for Gohan. I have a very good feeling that that Frieza that gives critical might find a way to the deck.
The red one, that combo,
Yeah.
combo one. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it honestly.
Because 25k double strike crit is just scary at any point in the game.
You remember, you like if we talk about like what made Father Son so strong? Yes, it was triple strike, but you used feet Kamehameha, so that's essentially it's filling that role, but in a more fair way.
I think that's why this one doesn't. It's not a Gohan and Goku again.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh, 100% mate. Like
they learned their lesson.
Feet would be banned if that was a thing. So are we going to talk about the field next, or are we talking about?
Yes, the next one is the field. It's Hyperbolic Time Chamber.
So run us through it. This nice 7 cost beast.
7 cost with 3. I wanted to say 3 green reduction. You can tell I was playing too much Battle Spirit.
Yeah, I know.
3 specified green.
I think like that now. It's really annoying.
It's filled with barrier, and I think at this point in the game, every field needs to have barrier if the strategy is dependent on it. If it's one of those starting in game. If there is a Son Gohan childhood under this card, Son Gohan cards in your leader area get plus 5000 power. So to specify, the second Son Gohan is just the name, which means on the front, if you manage to put Gohan childhood underneath this field, your front side is 15k power during either player's turn.
Which is nice.
It's interesting. You can only have up to 2 cards placed under this at a time. Because that was the limit of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, right? Up to 2 people.
Yeah, 2 people can go in, right? Yeah.
And activate main once per turn if all of your energy is green and this card is in active mode. You may play 1 card from under this card, and if you do, add up to 2 cards to your life.
So here's the thing.
Do we have a clarification on this?
We haven't got clarification yet, but this is not a gain life card. I refuse to accept that. Nothing about this deck indicates gaining life. In fact, you want to be at 3 life. This is a Bardock situation over again, and it's also another errata this set, which
there is a lot. We do need to compile a list of all the erratas that need to happen, because there is a lot of them this set.
We know there's going to be a lot, and it's really upsetting and disappointing to see.
But also, majority of the time, the erratas are fairly simple, and you can understand what they meant. It's just technicality that needs to be fixed.
Yes. Yeah, like and we'll see it again here. Like it is just.
But this is not a technicality.
No, this is like they just put in the wrong effect.
How does this card work?
We don't know right now. Is the question? It is the answer.
So we have 2 guesses. It actually adds cards.
You gain life, which is not the thing, or you take up to 2 life.
Exactly.
Which is what I think it's meant to do.
I'm more leaning towards that as well. After seeing the whole archetype, of course, I'm more leaning towards that. Because until I've seen the archetype, I was 50-50, because it could go either way.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
If the archetype was heavily on taking life, I could see it healing.
Yeah, but it's not. But also the Z lead needs 3 life, not 4.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's talk about the Z battle card in the form of
Android 16, the Final Wish. So that's when he was trying to blow himself up, isn't it?
Yeah. So he's a 1-drop with 1 Z energy. Pretty nice, right? This means it's a starter piece. Deflect blocker. Z stack 1. You and your opponent must have a total of 4 or more energy. Green Son Gohan childhood leader.
So you can play him just for the sake of playing him.
But to get a Z stack,
you
need the 4 energy. So either someone's doing some ramp shenanigans, or it's turn 2.
If you go second.
If you go second, correct.
If you go first, it's turn 3. And that's... Either way, your opponent needs to have 2 turns before you can activate the Z stack on this.
Yeah. And then so permanent, if your leader is a Gohan, the one that we have, the fatherly training one, the awakened side, and this card would leave your battle area, play the specific Z leader
From
on
under
top
this.
of it,
Yeah.
and remove this guy, and then you take that life. So if you're at 6 life, you go down to 4, and then you remove this guy from the game. It's worded weirdly, and it's still weird that you can put any green Gohan childhood leader in it, but you can only play the specific.
I mean, that's fine. I don't think that's an issue in itself. You also skipped on the permanent that says if your leader is Gohan childhood, this card's skill can't be negated.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
I think that's the huge one, because that way your opponent can't just blank the card, remove it, and then you lose your Z leader.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
True. And also, when your opponent plays a card, or at the end of your opponent's turn, you can kill this card, which I think is great.
Yes, you can trigger it yourself, but it's also a blocker, so I don't know why you would do that.
I mean, it's just if they're not swinging to purposely not to like to not have that situation where.
Yeah, I can understand at the end of your opponent's turn. I don't understand why when you play.
Oh, funny, isn't it? Because he's the awake, and you'd be like, haha, surprise, I'm 20k now. That 5k that was going to swing at me and be like, I don't know, Loki, it's just funny.
Fine.
It doesn't hurt the card, it makes it slightly better.
Yes, I agree. Fine.
Next up.
Uneasing Awakened Rage. So Awakened Rage used to be a counter-attack. Very specific one. I think it costed 2, discard a card, kill something like that.
It kills the attacking card, yeah.
Something like that. It was very weird.
Yeah, it was a set 2 counter.
Yeah.
With the Super Saiyan Gohan artwork where it's like,
yes.
Ah!
Because that's the Awakened Rage epitome.
Yeah. Counter cool. Counter cool. Counter is cool. That counter was cool.
And this one is a 1-drop, 1 specified green counter-attack, limit 1. If your leader is a mono green Saiyan, so any mono green Saiyan, that works with Broly as well.
Broly, Raditz,
yeah.
Really lots of good potentials here.
Negate the attack. Additionally, if your life is 4 or less, you may discard 1 card from your hand. If you do, your opponent can't attack for the turn unless they add 1 card from their hand to their Z energy. And then you drop Cooler. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, so many people like, this is just bad, like, this is I'm like, right.
No, it's not. Yes, you Z-charge them, but they can Z-charge whenever you attack, and you remove cards from their hand.
This is the main thing, right? They can have as much Z energy in the world as they want.
There's only 7 cards in there.
Use it, it's worse than them being in the drop.
Yes.
Because drop can fulfill sparking. Drop can have cards like Ribrian, Monkey Goku and stuff like that.
There's a lot of combos going through the drop as well.
Exactly. It being in your Z area, out of a very few specific decks, this is going to put a lot of people in there. And it's like, if they're willing to start swinging in and losing hand advantage,
yes,
let them. Like, it's not a bad thing at all. Like the amount of people who we came across this with Oob, right? We were saying this, and I think this is where the realization happens: is you have to look at it in a different kind of way. It's like your opponent's not benefiting because, like you said, it happens on any swing anyway. You're just forcing them to do it in a different way, to the point where you're at that point where you have exponential amount that it doesn't actually matter how much they have.
And it's also a situation that they don't actually get to combo that, so they don't have that power.
Yeah, that's true. And then, yeah, as we've mentioned, this just boosts the cooler secret rare because now that thing is even more terrifying, which we've seen it do quite well in terms of just dropping down to decks that, oh, okay, I think I'm safe, and then it's like, oh, you're not safe.
Yeah, I have infinite amount of attacks now.
Yeah, and even
unless you flatgate me very specifically.
Yeah, even if you're surviving through that, there's like, it's still just going to be taking L's here.
Yeah.
Then you could do, like, this is back-to-back turns, right? Like, you know, if you're walking through this, it's a wall. And I think it is really solid. I think it's definitely worthy of the SR slot and is definitely a Zenkai relevant dormant potential.
Yes, I think it's really fun. It has better restrictions than dormant potential had, because that was my problem always with dormant potential. It's a bit too generic.
Yes.
This one being on mono green Saiyan, and then you need to be 4 or less.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I also like that.
So you don't get to sit at 8 life.
No, but I also like how this also works in tandem with this leader and this field, which would, if we assume the field takes life, it's like I can get myself into the position where this is live, and my opponent can't just like mess around to the point where, like, basically you can't be stalled out. It's
I mean,
same,
it's
like dormant, right?
your
Like,
Android 16 sets this alive, right? Because it puts you to 4.
That's also true. That's also true.
So permanent. You
yes.
may activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying the energy cost by discarding 1 green from your hand, and that's for any leader. I think that's very specific. That's for any leader. Even if you're tapped out, by using 2 cards from your hand besides this one, you can still flatgate them.
Yes.
And then, if your leader is a green Son Gohan Childhood, when you activate this card's counter skill from your hand, draw 1 card. So if you don't activate it with a permanent, it's just I negate the attack and I flatgate you for free. And I think that is scary.
Yeah.
Because you discard the card and then you draw a card.
Exactly.
I think this is stupid scary.
Amazing SR. In what felt like quite a, like, it's an interesting set, but it's quite lukewarm. Like, this is definitely a highlight for me. If you're going to be playing green at all, you're going to be picking this up. Alright, if you're not playing a green set, right. But generally, this is a great card to have in your collection. It's going to be relevant.
Hopefully green is on the upturn now. Hopefully next set green is going to be actually strong for once.
Alright, what's up next after that amazing SR?
Super Saiyan Son Goku.
Shelter Chain, by the way. This SR just entirely invalidates itself. It's just hilarious.
Yes. Assisting his son. So a Z battle card for Son Goku.
Oh, I missed this one in the reveal, so take it away.
Yeah, 1 drop for 1 green, 1 Z energy, 10,000 power, deflect. If you have 2 or more energy, choose 1 hyperbolic time chamber from your battle area and switch it to rest mode. When this card is played, place up to 1 Goku showing the results of training or Gohan showing the results of training from your hand under the chosen card. If you place the card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with cost of 3 or less and KO it. So here we go to the problem I'm having. It's specified cards. Yes, you're going to have 8 of them, and yes, you have access to this at any point because this is a Z card.
Yes.
But you still need to draw them. The KO effect obviously doesn't. It might come in handy, but it doesn't really matter. It's not why you do that. It's because you want them. It kind of
feels like a throwback to the old set 2.
Yeah.
KOing level of cards. That's what I think it's there for. It's not bad, especially with like low cost Z cards that don't have barrier. Like, yeah. It's still relevant. Like, we've talked about this with the set 8 counterplays.
Yes.
But yeah, it is one of those things that it's there. It's nice. It doesn't really change too much.
And then activate main, limit 1, pay 1 green. If your leader is a green Gohan Childhood Z leader, and you have 4 or more energy, and you remove this card from the game, one of your leader gets 10,000 power for the turn.
It's nice. Nice little added thing, pumps you up if you need it.
Yes.
Essentially it's a 110 combo without it being a 110 combo.
Well, no, 210, right? Because you pay 1 to play it.
Oh yeah, but you're not going to play it on the 10, you use the activate main.
But then it needs to survive that long. It doesn't have any protection.
True. Very valid. I'll give it. That's valid.
Also, I want to check. This one is results of training. I'm just checking quickly for the Gohan. Okay, so this one puts under the Goku that you need, Goku and Gohan that you need for the alternative awaken. So that's the results of training that we're looking for. Speaking of which, there's a Goku showing the results of training if you want to take him over.
Let me get over to him. There he is, Super Saiyan Son Goku. Showing the results of training, a 4 cost, 2 specified green, 0-5, 14k power.
Oh.
Alright.
They could have made it 11, it would be exactly the same.
Could have been 11. Could have been 13, could have been 12.
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
Barrier, auto, when this card is played under. Oh, this is what I mean with this set. Oh my.
So what? So it needs to be played from under, right?
Yes.
Because otherwise it couldn't gain power because.
It's played from under. It's played.
Okay. This is an easy one. This is an easy one.
Yeah. So basically, you play it from under. It's a 24k.
Yeah.
When this card is in your hand, and it's placed underneath the. See, this is why it's happened. but it's also, come on, Bandai. When this card is in your hand, is placed under the time chamber in your battle area. Place up to one Gohan from the deck under the time chamber, and then you shuffle if you look through it, which is really nice, and also
Okay, so you get both of them.
Mitigates your problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, if you haven't seen the Gohan, at least now you've kind of got the Goku to kind
So
of rely on to get it there.
So I assume Gohan has the same skill, so you only need to see one of them to get both.
I don't. Does Gohan have the same skill? I don't think Gohan has the same skill.
Ah.
No, I don't think Gohan has the same
Oh,
skill.
we'll see when we get there.
Activate main 1 green, place this card in your drop, draw a card, and play up to 1 Gohan from underneath the chamber.
Okay, so it lets you.
Yeah. It lets you get Gohan out.
So, but how do you get... Oh, the hyperbolic time chamber gets it out on its own. Okay. Next one is Son Gohan showing the results of training. 4 drop 2 specified green, 20,000 power. Deflect. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. That's a throwback to that Gohan from Tournament Pack 2.
Yeah, it's, the freaking bad boy that costs so much money.
Yeah, it's a 4 drop 15k critical kill something.
Such a good card.
Auto once per turn. If this card is in a battle, when you use a Son Goku showing results of training in a combo, choose up to one of your opponent's unisons and remove 2 markers from it. That's cool because your leader can proc this.
Yes, right, because it's like, oh
Yes.
yeah, you choose that card and you drop, cool, it's comboed.
Which means you can remove 2 markers, which is going to be... This deck is going to have some good answers to the unisons then. When this card in your hand is placed under Time Chamber, it's the same skill. It has the same skill.
Oh, right, okay, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough then. But still, that's nice.
So you need to only... Okay, now I feel a bit better about that the Alternative Awaken. Because on turn 2, you just need to see one of them. And you get to search the top 5 for a Saiyan.
Yeah,
Problem is that now you're searching for them rather than for a useful card, but you get to awaken.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. I think that's fine. Next up.
Oh wait, before we go to the next one, sorry, I just quickly need to go back to the Goku Z battle. You don't get to self-awaken on turn 2.
No?
No, because the Goku requires you to rest the hyperbolic time chamber. It can only play out.
Yeah. You gotta have it inactive, right?
Yeah, yes, and you need to have it inactive, and you need to have Goku in play.
Right.
So it's turn 3 self-awaken. But then you can immediately set up yourself to go into Z leader.
Which is pretty solid. That's fine. I think that's I think that's fine. I think that is genuinely fine. Next up we have
Super Saiyan Son Goku Decision Made, the super rare, 4 drop.
Ooh, nice 110 combo. Wow, we're seeing those again. But they're not bad in this deck, which is
on
great.
A 4 drop though.
Counterplay. Play this card. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Permanent for every Z energy cost of the Z cards in your leader area and battle area, reduce the energy cost in your hand. So basically, it can make it a 1-drop counterplay, which is nice.
The Z leader costs how much? 3. Okay.
Right, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Z leader has 3 Z energy, so yeah.
Yeah. If it's your opponent's turn and your leader is a green Gohan childhood Z leader, reduce the combo cost of this card in your hand by 1, so it's a 0-10.
Yeah, in your hand.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Add this card to your Z energy. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. When it costs 7 or less, add it to the runner's Z energy. So more cooler stuff. And you can also -2 markers.
This is cool because this is a removal. It's the same we talked about that Floodgate, right? It's a removal that doesn't kill the battle card.
Yeah, it's great.
The biggest problem I have with this is it's an auto skill. So their auto also gets to resolve. I guess it would have been too strong, but look, if it was red, they would just give it... it wouldn't be play this card, would be add this card to your Z energy and then put your opponent's played card into their Z energy.
And then burn one.
And then burn one, yeah.
That's why not. No, I think this is solid though. I think this is great. It works well with this deck, but it's also just a nice little card.
It's charismatic, isn't it? Charismatic villain.
It's generic enough, right? It's a Zenkai charismatic villain.
Yes.
Which Green desperately needed something like this, which I'm happy to see. It's also, I think people have also kind of said it's akin to the promo Gohan, which yes and no, in terms of that. So next up, take it away.
Krillin, battle support. A 1-drop 4000 power.
Krillin got a lot of love in this set.
Yes.
Like,
Namely,
weird about
he's not a Saiyan.
He's not.
Again.
He's not.
And he's searching Saiyans in the top 5 again.
Exactly. Yeah, this is kind of becoming a trend with Krillin cards.
Because it's not the first time we've seen it this set.
No, we haven't. And we've also seen it like where the deck's just like, well, I can't find Krillin, but I need Krillin to find my things.
What the hell?
It is what it is.
This one only searches for Saiyans with cost 4 or less, which I think is fine, because as far as we've seen so far, everything here costs 4 or less.
Yeah, you're hitting most good stuff. Like you're only missing out on the top end boss monster stuff, which is not the worst thing to not hit on your top 5.
Yeah. And then auto limit 1, there is a hyperbolic time chamber in your battle area, and a skillless battle card in your combo area. When this card in your battle area is used in a combo, draw 1 and add this card to its owner's energy. So you don't get the combo power, you immediately replace it. It's not bad if it wasn't for the fact that you need to have a skillless battle card in your combo area.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, to be fair, that works with the leader because it negates the skills.
Oh wait, right, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's to spend 1 energy and plus 1 and get 1 Z energy. And okay, it gets better.
But it's still Earthling.
It's still an Earthling, yeah. There's literally no support for it in this deck.
And then we have
Hercule Cheetah, the super combo.
Which, like, every time we see Hercule cards, gotta give Papa Bandai respect. They really do treat Hercule with some kind of reverence in this game, and I actually I'm all here for it. Please make.
What do you mean? He's a world martial arts champion. He saved the world from Cell and Majin Buu.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. I'll hold my hand up. Yep, you're right. Hercule is our savior. If your leader is green, 4 or less, combo, draw.
Yeah. It's a basic super combo. Yeah, because this is Earthling. You can't search.
You're running Great Saiyaman. It's not even a choice.
Piccolo gets a Namekian. Oh, a skillless. Sorry, it's a Namekian god.
Yeah, I mean there might be something there, like in the future, if like Namekians get support, you can just play a Namekian out. Like this is a nice beat stick, but yeah, next up we have a few more nice like spicy bits here.
So there's the 8-drop. Goku and Gohan, father-son solidarity.
Your leader can search.
Yes, your leader can search it.
So let's break this thing down. It's a beast.
It's big.
Beast. So it's an 8-drop, 4 specified red.
Red.
What?
Red.
Red? Where did I get red? I mean, there's red on the card. I'll let myself have it. 4 specified green, 0.5, 35k power. That's nice. That's a really nice, strong power level. Deflect, double strike. Nice keywords. It means it's going to hit the board. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, KO it, then your opponent places 1 card from their hand into their drop. Awesome.
That is super scary.
It does what green likes to do, and it does it super well. I swing, you lose a card, and you also lose a card from hand.
So you lose 2 cards. I swing, you lose 2 cards.
Yeah, then you get to counter, so then there's a fair card if, if they do want to counter.
Yeah.
Also, once per turn, if it's your turn and your opponent has 3 or more life, and if this card is in the battle, when you use one of your green Goku cards with a combo cost of 1 in a combo, your opponent places 1 card from their life into their drop. So this is amazing, especially with our Z leader, because you can just grab that 10k, it has a cost of 1, but it doesn't care about that. Put it in your combo area, you're swinging 45k, this is essentially triple strike, or this puts them in triple strike range, and that's before you're even doing that double strike.
No, sorry, I will clear, I need to point something out. If your opponent has 3 or more life, if they have 3 life, you still burn them.
Yeah, so you put them in double strike range.
Yes.
Which is then lethal for the attack. But if they're on 4 life, you put them in to 3, which is then
If they have full life, you attack in their battle card or the unison.
Oh, true. Yeah. I didn't even realize they don't have to be on leader swing. Yeah, shit. You're right. Oh crap, this is even better than I thought. But yeah, you're right. The main purpose is, oh, you're on 3 life. I'm not scared of a triple strike. It's like, oh, now I'm scared of a triple strike. Essentially.
I mean, with that Z leader, just pulling it out. Yeah. So with that Z leader, what you do is you attack with this to a battle card. You stack the autos so your Z leader activates first. You combo. That is going to activate the ability on this battle card, and then you resolve the when this card attacks auto.
Yeah, so lots
and then you remove the attack target so they don't get to combo and Z charge if you don't want them to.
Yeah, lots of nasty stuff there. And then activate main, limit 1, pay 2 green. If your leader is green and your opponent has 3 or more energy, play this card from your hand, and this card gets barrier for the turn.
And the green mirror is going to be whoever plays this first loses.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, okay, well, now I play this and sort your art.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think the green mirror is gonna be the green mirror for this is gonna be very interesting.
This is really good card.
Oh, it's nuts. It's absolutely amazing.
Because it keeps on critting your opponent's life in this deck.
It's just phenomenal. It is just a phenomenal card. It comes out on turn 3, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, if your opponent's on 3, so you can actually play turn 2.
No.
Yes.
There's no objection.
Oh, right. True. Wait, no. How did I get... My math did some weird mental stuff there.
Your opponent would need to ramp for you to play it on turn 2.
It's great against Beerus.
Beerus can't ramp on turn 2. Yes, they can. Turn 1, drop the Whis.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Yeah.
So play this card for and just the fact that like this is amazing. Like this is like genuinely what SRs should be. This is what boss monsters should be. I love it. I love everything about this card. There's no negative. The art's great. I'm sure the SPR is gonna be phenomenal. Just what mod you want. It's also the when you attack isn't once per turn. So if you have something that can
I was about to comment on that. Besides the ability to play it, also none of the effects are limit 1.
Nope.
So you can get few of them out. You can actually burn down your opponent. If your opponent gives you attack targets, you can burn down your opponent until they are down to 2 life, and then you go for the game.
Yes, you're sure right. Yes. Lots of
the second auto procs not only when this card when the combo is used in this card's attack.
It is just a Goku combo cost of 1, yeah.
Oh no, this card is in battle. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Cool. We're good. It's all good. Happens. Reading the card explains the card. We're bad at that.
Yes, the 4 specified red.
4 specified red.
Pretty good. Moving on, we have Super Saiyan Vegeta Arrogance. So, support pair for this one. A free drop with 1 specified green, 10,000 power, deflect. When this card is played from under a hyperbolic time chamber in your battle area, this card gets plus 5,000 power, and you may use this card in a combo in rest mode for the turn. Cool. So you get to play, attack, and then combo it off. Sure. When this card attacks, use up to 1 Trunks Mysterious Future Warrior under a hyperbolic time chamber in a combo. If you do, draw 1 card, and this card gains critical for the battle.
Nice. It's not amazing, but it's nice.
Sure. And activate main, 1 green, choose 1 time chamber in your battle area, switch it to rest mode. Place this card from your hand and up to 1 Trunks Mysterious Future Warrior from your deck under the chosen card and shuffle your deck. It's not good, is it?
No, I'm not even considering the Trunks Sword of Vegeta for this deck.
So, it's interesting that you can get that 20k critical swing, but it doesn't work with the deck. It just, here, have it. Kinda like Lord Lude for the GT deck in set 3. That you could evolve on top of Pan.
Yeah. That's a nice way of thinking about it, actually. I like that. That's cool. Throw it back.
So the Trunks is a free drop 10k. Activate main, 1 green. If your leader is Gohan Childhood Z leader, you remove this card in your drop from the game and discard 1 card from your hand. you play Vegeta Arrogance from your drop, and give it 10k power for the turn.
Yeah, not even from underneath the time chamber, just from your drop.
I think I would rather play it from the drop than from a time chamber, because at least it doesn't take my slots in the time chamber.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's literally just the drop, not either or you know what I mean? Like,
And it also has the activate main that places itself and Vegeta underneath. So it doesn't do anything else, so you actually do want to combo this off.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
And the last card is Super Saiyan Son Goku believing in his son, if you want to take that one.
Yeah, let's go for it. It is a rare.
Yes.
And it's 4 with 4 specified green, 110. So it's they give you something to hit. 19k power, which is always nice. Double strike, permanent. If this card is in rest mode, your opponent's battle cards can't attack leaders. Hey, Deadly Defender. I'll take that. I love that.
Long time no see.
Yeah. Also, limit 1 green. If your leader is a green Gohan childhood, you have 3 or more energy, and you have a green Gohan childhood in a battle. When your green Saiyan is used in a combo, draw a card and play it from your hand. And then play this card from your hand, not play the card from.
This is actually really good.
Oh, it's solid. I love it so much.
This is a 1-drop double striker that you can attack with if you want to, and then it deadly defends you.
Yes.
And also replaces itself when it plays, and of course you get to combo for free.
And also, oh no, this is my 110 in my drop. Oh no.
Oh no, you killed it. What will I ever do now?
Yeah, oh no, why is it there? Yeah, right. Honestly, phenomenal art type from theming to thinking. Yeah, the Vegeta and Trunks are trash, but they're not trash. They're fun. They're fun fillers. But it's a 2-card combo. Like, oh no, okay, don't run them. It's fine.
Oh no. Anyway.
Yeah. As I was saying, yeah, like honestly, it's super fun to see that. Like, as much as Cell is like a fun design space to play around in, it just doesn't come together. This comes together in a nice way, but this is also an amazing deck and a basis for a deck to build off of, and I'm so excited to play around with it. Like this is such a fun. I'm so excited to play a green deck. It's scary. It's like, what? Bandai did their job. Oh my gosh.
I think one thing I'm going to say about this deck is similar to Cell. It has its own chain, but it only has 1 chain, and you have 2 starters for it. So you need to draw out of 8 cards. The Cell doesn't have a proper starter besides you trying to draw 1 drop from your deck.
Yeah.
There's also 8 of them, but each starter goes into a different thing.
Yeah.
And in here, doesn't matter which starter you get, you go to the same result, which I think is way better than what Cell is doing.
Yeah, and I like how like you're not like a fan of that specificity, but that's where I think this is where they can shine. And it's 2 eggs of the same coin. 2 eggs of I don't know what's going on with my brain today. I like it. You like it, guys. Let us know in the comments below if you like it. We've been Players Guild. I'm Scott7, joined by Lucas Smith, and we'll see you next time.